order. Pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Hey, Mr. Brooks.
Here.
Mr. Brown.
Here.
Mrs. Davis. Here. Mr. DeFrancesco.
Here.
Mr. Giroux.
Here.
Mr. Kulik.
Here.
Mr. Johnston.
Here.
Mr. Lynch.
Here.
And Mr. Valesky.
Here.
Recommend approval of the June 8th virtual public meeting minutes as attached.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Public address, Brendan McWright from the Panther Press will deliver the Sagertown Board update.
Good evening. My name is Brendan McWright from Panther Press. I'm here to update you on what's happening at Sagertown High School. Sagertown valedictorian Kaylee Mulligan was featured in the Erie Times 2020 Erie Crawford High School graduates reflect on COVID-19. As a gift to the school, the class of 2020 commissioned local artist Steve Statz to paint murals in the cafeteria and the gym, and to paint some accent stripes in the Panther hallway. We will provide pictures of the completed projects in our next update. Statz hopes that his work will bring pride to Sagertown. My kids go to Sagertown, and this is where I'm going to spend the rest of my life. I'm proud to be a Panther, and I want to make sure everyone else is proud to be a Panther too, Statz said. Guidance Counselor Rose Watt's last day was June 30th. We wish her well in her retirement and welcome new Guidance Counselor Christy Mogul. Results from all AP exams will be released on July 15th to the teachers and students. The number of students taking AP classes at Sagertown has steadily grown each year. The resurfacing of the gym floor is almost complete. In other news, open gyms for sports started on July 6th. The cross-country team, of which I am part, is running Monday through Friday at Woodcock Dam from 8 through 9 a.m. We have had around 15 runners each day for open gym so far. Sports physicals will be given at Sagertown on July 15th, and August 5th from 1 to 3 p.m. Thank you for your time. Thank you for making decisions to keep us safe, and we will see you next month.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think that takes us to the Athletic Committee. Athletic Committee, Mr. Gulick. Item A is return to athletic and extracurricular activities plan for the 2021 school year. This is required to be board approved.
On behalf of the committee, I'll make that motion.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you. Item B, recommend approval to accept the resignations from the following coaches as listed.
On behalf of the committee, so moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
I'd like to say Bill Woolley has been a coach of some capacity for almost 30 years in the district. And just thank you for all he's done, and just recognize him a little bit there for all his contributions to our district.
Anybody else? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Coaches, recommend approval of the fall coaches list as presented. Please know there's a late addition, John McMillan.
On behalf of the committee, so moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item D, recommend approval of the Maplewood High School girls volleyball team to travel to Northern Cambria High School on September 4th through the 5th, 2020.
This is an item that I am not in favor of, so I will leave it open to other colleagues to make that motion.
So moved Brooks.
Second, Brown.
Any discussion?
I just think it's too dangerous right now for out-of-county travel, other than PIAA. Some people think that that's a dichotomy, and I'm speaking out of both sides of my mouth, I have heard. But PIAA sports travel, I think, is different than unnecessary, dangerous travel that's not necessary. So I'm not in favor of this item.
Anybody else?
I agree with Mr. Gulick, especially because they're going to northern Cambria in PA, so to find, we don't know what they're gonna do there, what the county policies regarding this COVID problem that we have it. So, you know, if they go there, you know, who knows what they have to be subject to.
No, they have the same case as we do. But same. I looked at all of them. Same.
Anybody else?
Roll call.
Roll call. I'm just checking. Anybody, any other comment? All right, roll call.
Mr. Brooks?
Yes.
Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Mrs. Davis? No. Mr. DeFrancesco?
No.
Mr. Giroux?
Yes.
Mr. Gulick?
No.
Mr. Johnston?
No.
Mr. Lynch?
Yes.
Mr. Valesky?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Passed 5-4.
Education Committee, Mr. Brooks, Chairman. Item A, recommend approval of overnight travel for Sagertown High School Marching Band to Playland Campground in East Mead Township, July 26th through 31, 2020.
On behalf of the committee, so moved.
Second.
Any discussion?
I just want to clarify, since this is in the county and it's going to be predominantly outside, I will support this one as far as travel goes.
Anybody else? All right, roll call.
Okay. Mr. Brown?
Yes.
Mrs. Davis? Yes. Mr. DeFrancesco?
Yes.
Mr. Giroux?
Yes.
Mr. Gulick?
Yes.
Mr. Johnston?
Yes.
Mr. Lynch?
Yes.
Mr. Valesky?
Yes.
Mr. Brooks?
Yes.
All right, motion passes.
Facilities and Transportation Committee, Mr. Johnson, Chairman. Item A is just for discussion. I just don't want anyone to forget that we are currently working on our Guaranteed Energy Savings Act project with McClure. They have completed their IGA and are fine-tuning some information. As a pre-decisional document, I shared the initial estimates with the school board. We are having McClure refine their items, and they're going to bring them to the Facilities Committee meeting at the end of this month, and we hope to have a presentation for the public and full board in August, if not August, September at the latest, for some detailed conversation and consideration. Item B, recommend approval of the proposal from Sudcoat for single bituminous seal coat polymer modified for Sagertown Elementary School lots as attached.
Perhaps the committee will make that recommendation.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item C, recommend approval of the sale of 2 junk vehicles to Bosworth's Garage as attached.
Perhaps the committee will make that recommendation.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Finance Committee, Mr. Brown, Chairman. Item A, recommend approval of the Treasurer's Report as attached.
On behalf of the committee, so moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item B, recommend approval of the disbursements as attached.
On behalf of the committee, so moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item C, recommend approval of July 1 to December 31 agreed upon procedures report for the 5 selected real estate tax collectors as attached.
On behalf of the committee, so moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item D, recommend approval to increase the adult lunch price from $3.25 to $3.30.
On behalf of the committee, so moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item E, recommend approval for IU5 special education contract for behavioral consult program, 2020-21, at a cost of $31,968.
On behalf of the committee, so moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item F, recommend approval of the online banking agreement with Mercer County State Bank for the Cambridge High School activity bank account as attached.
On behalf of the committee, so moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item G, recommend approval of the 2021 depositories for the district as listed.
On behalf of the committee, so moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Motion passes.
Personnel Committee, Mr. Brooks, Chairman. Item A, recommend approval to accept the following resignations.
On behalf of the committee, so moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item B, recommend approval of a one-year unpaid leave of absence for Heather Papenchak from her duties as art teacher assigned to Sagertown Junior Senior High School.
On behalf of the committee, so moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor? Opposed? Motion passes.
Item C, recommend approval to create the following positions effective for the 2021 school year.
On behalf of the committee, so moved.
Second.
Any discussion on that? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item D, recommend approval to assign McGann Cunningham to the position of administrator on assignment for the 2021 school year.
On behalf of the committee, so moved.
Second.
Any discussion on that? All in favor? Opposed? Motion passes.
Item E, recommend approval to employ Jackie Seda as an interim assistant principal for 1 year, assigned to the Cambridge Springs attendance area, with accordance to administrator employee hire memo dated July 1, 2020.
On behalf of the committee, so moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item F, recommend approval to employ the following professional staff members: Ashley Corbin and Abigail Selleck.
On behalf of the committee, so moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item G, replacement substitute, recommend approval to employ Andrew Wolf as a replacement English teacher at Cambridge Springs Junior Senior High School, effective August 31, 2020 through the 2020-21 school year.
On behalf of the committee, so moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item H, recommend approval for Tricia Newman to transfer from her current district-wide transportation aide position to the district-wide health technician position.
On behalf of the committee, so moved.
Second.
Any discussion on that? All in favor? Opposed? Motion passes.
Item I, recommend approval to employ Jacob Ferris as a temporary custodian at Maplewood High School, effective July 1, 2020.
On behalf of the committee, so moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item J, recommend approval to extend the PAE retirement deadline outlined in Article 18C from March 1st to July 31st.
On behalf of the committee, so moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item K, recommend approval authorizing the superintendent to adequately staff the PENNCREST Cyber Academy for the 2021 school year. This may include voluntary or involuntary transfers, employing a long-term substitute, or compensating teachers to work beyond the contracted day.
On behalf of the committee, so moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item L, recommend approval of the substitute rate adjustment as discussed during the work session as attached memo. Please note that we have increased the substitute wages, what I'm going to say significantly, in order to attract new individuals who may not have thought about substituting in the district prior. We are anticipating the need for these positions.
On behalf of the committee, so moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Policy Committee, Mr. DeFrancesco, Chairman. Item A, approval of policies. Recommend approval of the following policies as listed and attached. Current events, extracurricular activities, non-curricular activities, suspension and expulsion, student rights and responsibilities, conduct, disciplinary procedures, breach of computerized personal information.
On behalf of the committee, I recommend the approval.
Second.
Any discussion on those? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Item B, policy first reading does not require approval. We're doing a first reading for policy 321, political activities. 827, conflict of interest, there's no change. Policy 918, Title I, parent and family engagement, there is also no change. Safety Committee, Mr. Brown, Chairman. I'd just like to remind the committee that we put some information out recently in letter form that was kind of a very high-level view of some of the components that we are considering adopting for the upcoming school year for our health and safety plan. The board will be working on these later on in July. We will provide the public with a draft, probably on or about July 21, of our health and safety plan. That plan will be approved by this school board on August 13th and then submitted to the Department of Education. Crawford County Career and Technology Center, Mr. Johnson, representative, any report?
The only thing I got is we hired a new business manager for the Career Center, so.
Thank you. Intermediate Unit 5 report, Mr. Brooks, any report this evening?
The biggest news is Dr. Maynard is retiring as the head of the IU5 and he'll be replaced by Brad Whitman, who was our former interim superintendent here, so he's familiar with PENNCREST.
Thank you. PSB legislative report, Mr. Gulick, our representative.
Just about everything that's come out of PSBA lately is about opening schools safely and efficiently, and I think we're all on top of that. So that's a long way of saying I don't have a report.
They put out a 128-page report, so they said it all.
Daily.
Thank you. Brings us to new business.
Anybody have any board member remarks? Anybody want to say anything?
I would like to thank the administration, Dr. Glasspool, Mr. Newman, Mrs. Feely, all the principals. This could not have been easy these last several months, getting this all together and trying to get ready for a new school year with all the problems. I just want to commend them, and I think they're doing a great job.
Yeah, it couldn't have been easy. It's all uncharted territory for everybody, so.
Really.
All right. Anybody
I'll
else?
echo that, but also with this heat, keep yourselves hydrated, watch out for your kids, and if you got elderly parents, be specifically watching for them.
All right.
PENNCREST trap team went to a nationwide event. They kind of combined, and they came back. They won best out of state and some individual awards. So great job of the trap team.
All right, I think that's it.
Just one announcement, the board met in executive session on July 6th and July 9th for personnel and safety discussions.
Motion for adjournment?
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
30.